This is Marianne Martindale from the Alliance for a Better Utah, and welcome to the Better Utah Beat. With Congressman Matheson and Mia Love going head-to-head in the 4th District, the race for Utah's 2nd Congressional District hasn't been getting much attention, until this week. Democratic nominee Jay Siegmiller held a press conference a few days ago questioning why Republican candidate Chris Stewart is continually attacking the federal stimulus program when Stewart himself accepted stimulus money for his consulting firm. According to KUTV, the Salt Lake Tribune, and the Deseret News, Stewart responded to the accusations by saying it was all a big lie and he had never actually accepted any stimulus money. Unfortunately for Mr. Stewart, his claims are pretty easily proven false with just a little bit of digging. According to recovery.gov, the official governmental website that tracks when and where stimulus money was given out by the federal government, Chris Stewart's consulting firm, the Shipley Group, accepted over $35,000 in taxpayer dollars through the stimulus. So despite what he's claiming in the media, it seems that he either forgot that he received all that money, or he's intentionally trying to avoid the hypocritical nature of his current attacks against the stimulus. After this rather bizarre claim by Stewart, several local news outlets, bloggers, and commentators started digging further into Stewart's financial past, and what has been turned up is a little disturbing. In the last 10 years, Chris Stewart has made his living through his consulting firm by contracting with several federal government agencies and departments, including the GSA as well as the Environmental Protection Agency. These agencies have paid him just under $6 million in the last decade. It strikes us as odd that a man who makes his living off of money from the government is asking voters to believe that he wants to eliminate those same governmental agencies. Can we really trust him to follow through on his promises when, if he were to succeed, he would be putting himself out of business? The Chris Stewart for Congress campaign is without question one of the odder races in 2012. His fellow Republicans in the Utah Republican Party have opposed his campaign on many occasions, ever since he secured the nomination through questionable tactics, including accusations that he used the mayor of Eureka, Milt Hanks, as a plant to bash his opponents, including former House Speaker Dave Clark at the Republican State Convention. Mr. Stewart has also been taking a lot of heat from his fellow Republicans for his use of his brother, Tim Stewart, the author of the infamous Temple Mailer from 2010, as a paid lobbyist in Washington, D.C., to help him secure those $6 million worth of government contracts. Local media has also shown that LDS voters in the 2nd District have been growing increasingly uncomfortable with how Stewart is representing their religion. For example, at the Utah State Republican Convention, when he was nominated as the candidate, his supporters began chanting, "The prophecy has been fulfilled! The prophecy has been fulfilled!" Also straining his relationship with his fellow LDS members are Stewart's unusual claims that his election has been divinely ordained in order to save the country, going so far as to claim that if God's will is not followed, by electing him and allowing him to change the country, America will disappear within a decade. All in all, it's been a bizarre campaign to say the least, and however the race ultimately shakes out, it's definitely one to watch. Until next week, this is Marianne Martindale from the Alliance for a Better Utah with this week's edition of the Better Utah Beat. Have a great week, and remember that together we can make a better Utah.